Yo, what is good, everybody? It is your boy Slice. Yo, I don't know about you, man, but that Boruto TBV Vortex Chapter 21 was so fire. I had to take a couple extra days just to absorb and just to sit back and really get as much detail to figure out what exactly you and I missed in Boruto TBV Vortex Chapter 21. But before we dive into today's video, family, do your boy Slice a favor. Consider hitting that subscribe button for your boy, man. Work hard to get these videos out. Work hard to get the channel out, man. So it'd just be much appreciated, though. You know what I'm saying? I do it for me, and then I do it for y'all as well. So, figure, damn me, we are so close to that coveted goal of 100 subscribers. We can get closer and closer every day. If each and every one of you are watching this video, consider hitting that subscribe button if you have not done so already, man. Like the video, drop a comment, share the video, or let me know what you thought about this chapter, what you think will happen in the direction of chapter 22 and moving forward. And what do you think, who do you think will be the new Shinju now that seemingly we lost two of them? So anyway, let's go ahead and dive into today's video, man. Let's get it. So starting with the first thing that I noticed, they don't even drop teasers, or they don't even fully reveal the chapter cover anymore. Like, we knew it was Sarda, but after looking at it, I mean, bro, come on, look at this. You can't tell me this wasn't fire, bro. And this chapter did Sarda and Boruto so much justice. And even Sasuke, bro. We gonna dive in all of it. So this chapter is pretty flashback-centric for the most part, for Sarda at least. Now, I get it. A lot of people may not have been feeling this. I mean, it's literally just reinstating things that we already knew, as far as omnipotence, as far as Sarda's goals, how she felt about Boruto, etc. How Chocho's goals are mainly man-oriented. You know, we kind of knew about all that. But the chapter actually builds this lore up so you can understand those feelings, so you can get a deeper look. Sarada's true thoughts of her own feelings and Sarada's conclusion she came to, as far as realizing that once she stopped holding these feelings in, once she embraced these feelings and stopped running from them, she was able to get amply stronger, exponentially stronger. I mean, bro, literally, like, the things that we'll see her Mangekyo Sharingan do, and just even the design of it, bro. Boy, Sarada is now top 3, officially, in the Boruto universe. All right, I might be guessing. For me personally, Damon is still up there in top 3. I'd say Damon, Boruto, and Kawaki. No particular order. If you do want my order, though, I'll give it to you real quick. Boruto, Damon, then Kawaki. I really don't like Kawaki, but I'm pretty sure some way, somehow, they'll pull a Shonen and he'll do something that'll make you like him again. But as of where we stand right now, I don't see that happening anytime soon. Now, once again, in regards to the flashbacks, you could even technically say that the flashback between Sasuke and Boruto was a lot of reiterated information that we already perceived before. However, at the end of the flashbacks, we do see that Sasuke tells Boruto, those eyes, I do believe that when she's able to realize her abilities and realize what she's capable of, those eyes will truly be of essence. They will truly be of importance to you all in the future. So once again, as previously stated in the last video, Boruto was aware that Sarada had the Mangekyo Sharingan, while Sarada was in fact not aware. But this chapter does actually dive into Sarada's ignorance at some point. Sarada actually states that she knew she was holding something back. She knew she was holding some power back. She just didn't necessarily know that it was tied into her having to release or unleash said emotions for Boruto and etc. I'm not gonna lie to you, this fight between Sarada and Ryu was so beautiful. I mean, Sarada did so much ore farming, bro. It's ridiculous. Literally ridiculous, bro. I was over here nerding out looking at these panels, bro. I mean, literally look at these. But there is one panel in particular that kind of raised an eyebrow with your boy Slice. I was out here looking like The Rock when I seen this panel. Sarada tells Mitsuki not to worry when he states, those eyes, Sarada. That's, and before he can even finish her sentence, she lets him know, I know they're new. I know it's a new ability. However, I already know how to use it. Think about that though, bro. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of you are, I'm a little late with this one, so I'm pretty sure a lot of you all have seen this. But if you have not, your boy Slice is going to put you on right here. After Sarada, in fact, used her Mangekyo Sharingan ability, she was only bleeding from one eye, which means that she's only used one of the 2 abilities that her Mangekyo Sharingan possesses. And that's amazing writing, because we've already seen this one completely overpowered move, and that's just by one eye. So in my particular opinion, I personally feel like, and I've been cooking up theories, that if that is one of their powers, that gravity destructional spear, right? That black hole-esque power that she has. If one is destruction, I feel like the other one would have to be healing. Also, let's just take into consideration who her mother and her mother's bloodline is. Literally, bro. Like, what, arguably the second best healer in the Leaf Village? I mean, let's just be realistic now. It's kind of obvious, but like I always say, man, these authors don't make things that obvious. And I love anime and or manga that does things like that. They don't make it too obvious, especially for us viewers or readers who love to deep dive into content and break down these theories or speculate theories. I'm speculating it and it sounds good and all, but that might not happen. So we'll see, but drop me a comment and let me know what you think down below. Another detail you may have missed in this chapter is the fact that Ryu stated that he counted at least 4 spears. Now, originally it was just one, then they grew, and eventually in total he counted 4 spears. I don't know if that has any sort of correlation with her powers, maybe even a possible tome. I guess would Mangekyo technically be 4 tome? I don't know. But, he stated that there were 4 spears. That might be something that we need to know further down the line. So I'm not too sure, but it's just something else, small, minute detail that I peeped. So I myself never came to any conclusions as far as how exactly Stardust Mangekyo Sharingan abilities would activate and or form. But there were a lot of community rumors that it would have been gravitational force, and our boy Mitsuki did in fact confirm that. He states that her ability allows her to exert gravitational pull, yet she can control what gets pulled in that direction or towards her jutsu. So obviously Mitsuki, Yodo, and Araya were not affected by said jutsu because she didn't want them to be. That's OP, bro. That's OP. So another little minor / major detail that I peeped was when Sarda had her monologue, which is going to be epically animated whenever we get Boruto TBV Vortex animated. But could hope for you all who do enjoy the anime, Boruto Part 2 did in fact get confirmed. Now, I don't know what that means for TBV Vortex, but at least Part 2 got confirmed. Sarda states in this monologue, if I run away from myself, I can't tackle the reality of what's facing in front of me, and I can't save a single person. As she says I can't save a single person, it zooms in on Yodo. There never was really any true confirmation on whether or not she passed this chapter or if she was just unconscious. So just take that into consideration. That might be something to look for. She was confirmed that, to be seeing the light last chapter, but it can never really go either way if it hasn't been confirmed. So we're kind of hanging in limbo right here. Well, technically she is. So just take that into consideration as well. Another detail, I'm pretty sure we all were under the assumption that Koji knew. He knew that during one of these timelines, specifically he was hoping it would be this one, that Sarada would awaken her Mangekyo abilities. And he does in fact confirm that that was a critical part to this fight that needed to happen to ensure that the worst future does not happen. But if you want to look further into it, that, to me, that sounds like it's a possibility that that future may still happen with Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan. We'll definitely dive into that because at the end of the chapter, it's not looking good at all, man. But during this 3-way conversation between Boruto, Ada, Koji, we noticed that Boruto started to interrogate Koji, and we already knew there was high amounts of energy as far as Boruto not being able to fully trust Koji, and he knew he was withholding information. I mean, we all did. But then realistically, this entire conversation or debate that they're having, this moral debate, whether or not Koji leaving out that Yodo had to go is truly wrong or not. If one person had to go to save thousands or millions, is that truly a loss you're willing to take? That's a very common trope that a lot of stories are willing to take. Now, I'm curious to see which direction they take this in as far as Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, and pretty much that was the first one. So, that was good. But what's not good is the further conflict that will eventually arise between Boruto and Koji. Now, I don't necessarily see them fighting, but just the fact that Boruto now 1000% knows he cannot trust Koji, and he actually goes against Koji's will, against Koji's wishes, as far as telling him, if you do this one particular action, you will, in fact, bring about the worst possible outcome for this timeline, which is Jorah killing you. Boruto doesn't even care anymore once he sees that Konohamaru is on the verge of dying to Matsuri again. I did skip a detail though. My apologies. Hashi Koji did in fact confirm that Jorah shares senses with all of the Claw Grimes, which is why when Matsuri was crying, Jorah was crying. But also remember that side glare that Hidari gave him during that. Hidari knows that as well. So not only did Koji know it, now Boruto knows it, we know it. It's getting there, man. Seeming like we're about to learn a lot more about Jorah, especially if this Boruto and Jorah fight does pick up next chapter and in fact actually does happen. Either way though, man, once again another 10 out of 10 chapter. In your boy Slice's opinion, let me know what you thought about the chapter, man. Do your boy Slice a solid if you have made it to this far at the end of the video. Like the video, drop me a comment and let me know what you thought about Boruto 2 Blue Vortex chapter 21. Share the video, do what you gotta do, man, to help your boy reach that coveted goal of 100 subscribers. It's been your boy Slice, man, and I'm signing out. Peace.